is MBA for you, right? And I've got this a lot of times, a lot of persons, and this is probably because we see most of our friends with whom we did school and all, they did an MBA and they are getting extremely good jobs, and you probably think that MBA is the panacea, and it will, lead you to better, bigger things. So is MBA for you? The first question that you should ask to yourself is, do you want to stay in shipping? If you want to stay in shipping, and if it's yes, then MBA may not be the best option. Typically in shipping, MBA is not very, very highly recognized, or a person does not get a premium for a postgraduate or for an MBA post graduation degree within shipping. That's historically how it has been for most companies. Maybe there could be 5% companies which do give that value to MBA, but most companies do not. So if you're planning to stay in shipping, MBA may not be the best option. If you want to go away from shipping, right, then absolutely look for an MBA. And this is where, we've put it down into three options. If your age is less than 30, try and do a full-time MBA, and you could be doing it from top 20 colleges in whichever geography you want to do the MBA from. So if you in India, try and only target the top 20 colleges. Maybe study while you are on board, take 6 months off from sailing, but target top 20 colleges. If your age is between 30 and 35, a full-time MBA from top 10 colleges probably what you should be looking at. The reason is that the kind of senior roles that you get in the top colleges are more as opposed to the colleges which you are not ranked as higher. So the probability of you succeeding is probably more as you get into as in the top in the top layer of the colleges. So as your age is higher, try and target the top tier colleges only. Age between 35 and 40, look for only the top three colleges, and again look for full-time MBA only, right? Last but not the least, if your age is more than 40, I probably wouldn't recommend an MBA. At least a full-time MBA, absolutely not. Distance learning MBA is generally not beneficial for a transition in a industry. So if you do a distance learning MBA, and if you think that by doing that you will be able to do a transition to another industry, very highly unlikely. However, a distance learning MBA is helpful, wherein if you are already working in a particular company, you are assured, and you want to switch to a different department, right? So maybe you're in the marketing department, or you're in the operations, you want to get into the marketing, or you want to get into the finance department. That's the time when MBA helps. Also, MBA helps when you are looking to promotion as well, because few companies have a qualification criteria that for a certain level of position, they will only hire an MBA, right? Most shipping companies do not have that qualification, but a few companies have them. So that's the time when a distance learning MBA helps. So that's my advice to you on the MBA. This is, I mean, as you go from left to right, the uh, risk increases, right? The lesser your age, the more higher the probability of you landing up a decent job as per your as per your job profile, and succeeding in that role over the next 30 years. But as your age increases, the risk also increases. So I mean, just to give you an example, I did my MBA from IIM-Ahmedabad. We have had a lot of mariners also do MBA over there. In my batch, I was the only one, but I know the batches, before me and after me, they've had other mariners as well. About 95% of the mariners, managed to get a very good opportunity, and then they, and they're doing very well for themselves within shipping or outside shipping. But there have been a few cases who did it at a slightly higher age, uh, and who did not find the role which they wanted to, and hence they went back to sailing. Um, uh, did they get opportunities? Absolutely, they got opportunities, but they were probably not able to adjust, or they were not to their liking. So that's a little bit of a a flow chart for you to understand wherever you are placed, and whether you should be doing an MBA or not, and if so, from where and what kind of